So let me give you kind of three things. These are Mallard's, three pieces of advice to my younger self, or things I kind of wish I'd known when I was starting the business. And the first one is, I'm going to pick up right where I ended off a second ago, is create clarity on values and beliefs. And when I speak to people a lot, I challenge them on, think about your values, be honest about your values, and all of that. But these principles that really just hold great worth to you, that really drive you at a very fundamental level. But it's the second part of this that I think gets ignored a little bit. It's on beliefs, and these are these things that just kind of that you think work, and they're not as kind of core to your nature as like a value is. But these are things that drive your decisions, the way that you handle relationships, the way that you have strategy in your business, and that sort of thing. And this is the thing I think that as business leaders often we operate against these, but we don't necessarily have great awareness of them, and we don't necessarily articulate them well. We want people that have alignment with our values to come in, because then they're going to be champions of our culture and help build strength and all that sort of thing. They're like, that sounds good, but like, yeah, how do we actually do that? Like, what are the questions that we ask in the interview? Like, how do we actually do that? And there are some, and we talked about that. But I told him, I said, hey, what would make it like way easier to identify people who have alignment of our values and beliefs? What? I said, if everyone who applied had alignment on values and beliefs. And they're like, that's like the dumbest thing you've ever said. Thank you, Shane. And I was like, yeah. And I said, no, here's the deal. I said, if we can create great clarity of people who are applying, like, hey, this is what we're about. And by the way, we're like super serious about it, to the point that if you get here and you don't align on some of these values, you're not going to last long. And people know that before they apply. You're going to screen a lot of people out that you're not going to have to worry about having to interview them this way. And I would tell you that has been very powerful for us. I'm not saying you need to go to great lengths, and you sure don't need to write a book like I did. But at least spending some time in clarity and thinking about how can we communicate this in a way to people who are considering coming in the organization, to avoid some of those problems. But the flip side is to help attract people that we think will be missionally aligned with us.